Hello Virgo, welcome to your November reading. I hope that you're doing great and I hope that you're feeling amazing as you're listening to this reading. My dear Virgo, we already have two big energies here opening cards. We have Hare and Hawk. So I can see that November is going to be really about changing perspective about something, maybe even your own rebirth. Maybe you're going to liberate yourself. It's like you're gaining a freedom during the process of rebirth and you're getting a new view on everything. And I also feel like you or somebody may be getting in touch with you back, somebody that you've lost contact with, and also you will be bridging two different worlds. Maybe you are the bridge between you and somebody else. So we have a lot to talk about, but I do want to put a few more cards just to get slightly more context. So let's see where you're landing between these two energies. Okay, so we have the Hangman. Very nice. It kind of makes sense, especially here with the Hawk energy. I want to put three more cards. So we have Temperance. We have Queen of Cups. And let's put one more card for now. And we have High Priestess. Lovely. Now let me just fix my table. Okay, like this you can see the cards better. All right, so beautiful energy so far. You have Hare and Hawk and the Hangman all together. Now what I'm seeing here with these cards is that, first of all, you've been undergoing a process of your own rebirth. I feel like there's been something happening around you that it meant to reshape you, reform you. You meant to change view on things, change view on yourself. It's almost like you're reinventing yourself. But that's not all of it. I think it's, like sometimes when I do readings, that is the outcome, that is the goal, where I would read for a sign and, basically the title would be your rebirth. But I think your rebirth, it's more of a step towards something else. So that's not the end game for me, for you, Virgo. That is just kind of a natural process that you've been going through, but it's very much needed to something else. And that's what really intrigues me, because when I'm looking at these two cards, what I'm seeing here is really a bridge between two different worlds. So with the Hawk energy, you can see on this gorgeous image here, and I hope to be able to show that to you, you have two different fireplaces, right? Two different fires kind of burning. And you also have this interesting gap here. Now, on the top of that, you or somebody else is presented here with the Hawk energy on the first sort of frame here, and in the background there is another Hawk. And what I'm seeing from here is that potentially there are two flames burning independently between, so it could be representing you and somebody else. It's like it's been happening for quite some time, but it's time to reunite. Now, this could be somebody that you've lost contact with and you want to reunite, you want to clarify things, you've gained different perspective on something. You actually may have taken a lot of time to rethink. Hangman is also about changing perspective, right? And Hawk is also about seeing full picture. So I feel like maybe one of you have seen things from a different place, even not from the different place. I think it's like you've seen a full image. You've got all the details that you needed to understand the situation. And if it's not you, it will be the other person. But either way, the important part here is that you've been going on a kind of like separate ways, but at the same time, you've been burning your flame here, same direction. So even though you've been separated, you haven't really misaligned energetically, if that makes sense. You may have really, really strong spiritual bond with this person. And I feel like November is going to be a month where you will try to reconnect, reunite with this person. If it's somebody that you just met recently, it may be that you finally found each other in your lives and you feel like even though you had such a separate paths, life is now bringing you together, and one of you will have to make quite frequent travel to be with the other. Now, if it's not the romantic relationship or partnership, what I'm really seeing here as well, it's kind of a bridging two different realities, and that comes up here in the Her card as well, because you have this kind of energy of moon and the sun, so moon and dawn, so you have a daylight and a nightlight, and you also have the bridge over here, like you're bridging, right? So I feel like for some of you, this could really be something to do with the work that you're doing, the project, the kind of person you are, where you're bringing the opposites together, where you're meant to be bridging something. Maybe you really going to exercise your diplomacy at work, at school, right? In something that you're doing, maybe even in your family. But at the same time, it could be actually quite spiritual. Maybe you're doing some work where you have to merge two different realities, right? A bit of a kind of shamanic work, healing, medium type of thing. So it's almost as you shape-shifting between different things. Now, of course, please apply that to your situation. Take what resonates with you so far from what I've said. But I think it's just a really beautiful energies that you're working with in the month of November. And the Hangman, it's just a kind of confirmation, because it's like you've taken your time, you work really, really hard on yourself. You may have paused a lot of things in your life. You've maybe slowed down on many things. Maybe you've had to take time out from social life, relationship, maybe whatever it is that you've done, it clearly did give you a new insight. It gave you a lot of change in the way you see things, which we've already mentioned. But I think what's really interesting here is as well, is that the Temperance is showing me that, again, I just want to put it out there, you merging, you blending different things, different ideas, right? You have two cups here, you blending, you bridging, and again, you know, this could be quite on a spiritual level actually, like you might be doing a lot of healing work, maybe you're developing some psychic abilities. On the top of that, you've gone through a lot of healing yourself, and that shows up in your patience and dedication. And some people may have seen you inactive, but you've been very, very focused and active, right in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit. And this could be manifested until now that, you know, maybe you've been quiet on social media, maybe you haven't gone out much, maybe you haven't talked a lot recently, but there has been a lot happening for you at the back, let's say at the back of your mind, right? Like behind the scene, you've been doing more than anyone else. And here with the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, oh my god, I'm not going to even say here that there's another kind of representation of bridging something. High Priestess is also a beautiful symbol for psychic work, for hidden knowledge, for bridging, right? Like you have sort of the opposites here, and she knows sort of how to really balance these elements. Queen of Cups, it's a creative force. It's again such an intuition, such an instinct, and love and nurturing. But I do feel like this could also represent the person that you will be reaching out, or she or him will be reaching out to you, because there is, you know, the Hangman is overseeing the Queen, so it very much could mean as well that a certain relationship just got paused, and now it's time to sort of bring that back to life, make that visible again. Okay, I feel like I want to put a couple of more cards, so let me just do that now. Okay, so we have Queen of Wands, we have Nine of Wands, the Lovers, the Magician, Two of Pentacles, and Two of Wands. Now, my dear Virgo, what the cards are really telling me to do is to focus a little bit on that situation with somebody in your life, because we've talked a lot about your own rebirth, you know, changing your perspective, bridging different worlds. You've done a lot of healing, but I think what needs to come to the surface this month is you and somebody else. I feel like you've perhaps been contemplating or having maybe two people around you. There are two queens. Now, they could be women or men. But I feel like you've made initially a choice to focus on somebody else, but at the same time, you manifesting the other person. You're constantly being pulled into different direction, and something couldn't be manifested with that person earlier. So the Hangman has paused that relationship with him or her, and it seems like you've made that choice here with the Lover's card, right? But at the same time, with the Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands, the choice is still there, and something is still not completely resolved. So I feel like with the Nine of Wands over here, you may be getting ready for challenging your own pride and ego and actually reaching out to this person. Because I feel like with those Two Pentacles and Two of Wands, you're being asked to definitely revisit the decision that you've made. Because I feel like maybe for some of you, the person that you decided to be with either didn't work out, or maybe it's not the right person for you. I mean, I'm not here to judge your personal situation, but what I'm saying is that at least for some of you, there is a calling to communicate with the other person. At least communicate. If it's not about going back together, because obviously nothing is guaranteed, you know, this person might not be even ready for you anymore, but there is a reunion, there is a bond, there is a connection, and something has been happening in quite separate ways. You've been going on a separate paths, but at the same time, that gap between two of you, it's really, really small. It's probably smaller than you even think. I mean, just look at that, right? I love this image because it speaks almost everything about this reading. Look how powerful you are here as a Hawk, and look at this really tiny gap here. You don't even have to open your wings to really bridge that. And that is pretty incredible, because it's just that one small action that is required. One little action. And even more than just action, it's permission from your ego and pride. That's what I'm feeling. It's your pride and ego, and it's not in a bad way. Virgo, don't hold me against the wall for what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that you have enormous ego, but I feel like something has changed in you, and now you're getting softened. I mean, even look at the face of that Hawk. Instead of looking at this gap and looking at what's possible, it seems a bit tense, right? So whatever is that energy that got created around you and brought you that tension, I feel like it's time to shift it. It's really time to heal from the wound. I feel like something obviously either hurt you or made you feel insecure, or you felt like you had to protect yourself maybe for some reason. It's time to sort of put those defenses down. That's what I feel like for some of you it's happening. Wow, Virgo, I'm getting these shivers because I think it may not resonate with everyone, but clearly the cards were like, this needs to be addressed, and this will liberate you in so many ways. Okay, my dear Virgo, what I'm going to do is to pull a couple of more cards, and let's see what else we can say. So first of all, I'm going to put a card on this person that you need to reach out, okay? there was a lot of flirting, a lot of chemistry between two of you. So we're talking about somebody that really connected to your energy and made you feel lighthearted. You know, these people that just make you smile and make everything more colorful. Look at this. I said chemistry. I think I said chemistry, but if I didn't say the word, that at least meant that there was a lot of attraction and chemistry between two of you. And the chemistry card comes up. This is somebody that made you feel alive, but also made you feel light, happy, joyful. Everything was easy. And you still feel that even though you're not really in touch with this person. Okay, let's see what else we can add here. Okay, there is an exchanging gifts card, and this could be also interpreted as it's time to exchange love. It's time to exchange good words. It's time to reconcile. It also could mean literally time to exchange gifts. Maybe there is something that you're supposed to give each other and you've never had a chance. Maybe one of you had a gift for the other person and something happened and that exchange never happened. It could be that literal. But if it's not literal as a gift or present, I feel like there is this element of reaching out, and you can see sort of on this image, right? There is this reaching to each other. There is this energy of somebody coming out of the box. So somebody has been in hiding and it's time to show up. It's time to make a surprise. That's also what I'm hearing. If it's not you, then the other person might come out of nowhere. So I wonder whether that's you or the other person. I would say, Virgo, that very likely that might be you that needs to reach out. But, you know, situation can be reversed. And I think, you know, whatever is on your personal level and your personal circumstances are, you've got to connect. You've got to put things straight. You've changed yourself. You've changed perspective. You've done a lot of work. Things needs to be clarified. You know, there's a lot of beautiful love between two of you, and even if you decide not to be together, at least you will not have to fight that tension for, you know, being separated. You know, you could be really you could become a really beautiful friends as well, right? It doesn't have to turn itself into some sort of dramatic romance again unless you decide to, right? But I think there's a beautiful, beautiful thing between two of you, and it's just such a shame that, you know, you would stay. It would be a shame if you stayed, you know, completely separated and silent for much longer. Okay, my dear Virgo, that's all I have for you today. So thank you so much for listening. If you have enjoyed the reading, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Also, if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, then all the details will be in the description box below of how to find me and how to reach out. Also in December, please look up for competition that I will be announcing to win a free reading with me, so watch the space. And I also will be doing a big 2022 reading, so that's coming up as well. So please watch the space, hit notification bell as well if you don't want to miss out on these announcements. Thank you so much, lots of love, and take care for now. Bye!